Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s? We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright, guys, we are here today with another episode of the Chris Horn Career Mode here on Tiger Woods PGA Tour 13. We're back here with round number 2 of the Spring Invitational at the Celtic Manor Resort. We're in the lead following an 8 under and bogey-free opening round, and we'll see if we can have some more of the same success here in round number 2. As I think this is maybe the same course that the British Open will be played on this season in the game, but don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. And our tee shot on number 1 is going to be pretty good. It'll find its way into the fairway about 275 yards long, and so that'll leave us about 180 to the pin. And we are going to take a little 7 iron. Actually, we'll bump it up to a 6 iron and just try and get this thing close and give ourselves a nice birdie opportunity. And that's going right at the pin. It'll bounce really close. What an approach shot. That should leave us a definite makeable birdie. I mean, 3 feet for a birdie. These are the ones that if you want to be successful on the PGA Tour, you got to make. And we will. So we birdie our opening hole. We are 9 under for the tournament, 1 under for the round. As you can see, there are a couple people on the leaderboard who have already started, including Tiger Woods and Lee Westwood, who is in our group today. Now to number 2, our tee shot. We're just going to try and get this down the middle of the fairway. I mean, that's really our goal with every tee shot. Hit it down the middle of the fairway. Don't shank it into the rough or the water or anything, and we'll be alright. You can see right there we have 324 yards left to the pin. So we're going to hit driver off the deck here for our second shot. Just try and get it close, and then, if we have to chip it, try and chip in from the bunker or something, so be it. And that is not quite what we're going to have to do, is that'll roll into the rough but not land in the bunker. And so, an eagle chip here. Hopefully we can get this close for at least a birdie. And we're going to do just that, as that's a nice looking chip to set us up in close range. Another 3-foot birdie putt. We will take these all day if we can get them. I mean, we probably won't be able to get them, but anytime we can take a 3-foot birdie putt, we will definitely be satisfied with that outcome. So we birdie 1 and 2. We're 10 under on the tournament, 2 under on the round, and we have a 6-shot lead over over the guy in second place, last name Davis. He's 4 under, has not started his round yet though. As on hole number 3, we're going to hit this one across the water and try and get in close for a birdie here on the par 3. And that's a pretty good shot. It'll leave us 15 feet for a birdie, which is makeable. It's not a gimme by any stretch of the imagination, but it's makeable. And so, trying to get our line down, and we're going to drain that putt. We are 3 under on our round through our first 3 holes. 3 straight birdies to begin. We're 11 under now. And, I mean, if we're going to keep playing like this tournament is not going to be even remotely close. As that's another fairway right down the middle. We've hit our first 3 fairways, and we're looking to try and get in close for a birdie opportunity, make it 4 straight here on hole 4. And it's looking like we're going to take the 8 iron and try and knock this in close. It's looking pretty good, maybe a little long, actually definitely a little long. And so not the best shot. It was online. We just hit it too hard. It came up a little long, and so now we got to chip back down toward the green. And right now our goal is to get this close and save par, and we put ourselves in pretty good position to do exactly that. We've got 6 feet left for the par save. It doesn't look like too tough of a putt, so we can take par. Certainly nothing to scoff at. We will take our par and move on to the next hole. You can see 3 under through 4 holes on our round. I mean, that's pretty impressive. We'll see if we can get another birdie here on 5. But we still have yet to make a bogey this entire week, I'm pretty sure. Maybe we had one on the front 9 in round 1. But other than that, I mean, we have not bogeyed hardly at all. And so our second shot on the par 4 fifth is going to land on the green. We're going to have another birdie opportunity. We'll see if we can knock this one home. It's going to be a much more difficult birdie opportunity than the others, obviously. As that ball is still rolling, it might roll all the way off the green. And it does. So still a birdie opportunity, but it's going to have to be with a nice chip instead of trying to make a putt. Well, I mean, I guess we could have putted there. Actually, we probably should have, but we're still in pretty good shape to make a par, so no harm, no foul. As we're just going to knock that putt right in there, and so after 3 straight birdies to begin, it's back-to-back pars. We hold it 3 under on our round through 5. As Tiger is now in a tie for second with Lee Westwood and Davis at 4 under. We'll see if Tiger can make a move. If he can start chewing lights out, we might be in trouble because when Tiger gets going in this game, he just is insane. Anyway, a nice drive right there for us on the par 4 sixth. We're going to have to hit this one over the water, but I'm not anticipating much of an issue. There's almost no wind to speak of. So it's just a matter of getting this one in close. And we have it on the green anyway. It's not as close as it could be to the pin, but it's, it's 18 feet for birdie. That's makeable. It's certainly not a gimme, but it's a pretty good birdie chance. And we are just going to miss it. And so we should be able to finish up for par. And so after 3 birdies to begin our round, we answer that with 3 straight pars. We're 3 under through 6, 11 under for the tournament. And Tiger and Westwood do not do anything on their holes, so they're still 4 under in a tie for second. As we move on to the par 3 7th. His tee shot is looking long, and it'll bounce off the green. So it's looking like we're going to have to work to make it 4 straight pars, but a good chip here, and we should still be in pretty good shape. We're lining it up, we're going to chip it, and that's going to go into the hole. It's a chip out birdie. And so we come up with birdie on number 7, chip in from off the green. We are 4 under on our round and 12 under for the tournament. Westwood pars 7, Tiger pars 8. We now have an 8-shot lead. And we move on to the final hole on the front 9 already. We're just trying to rip this one down the middle of the fairway, get as much distance as we can. And here on the par 4, we're going to try and get this one in close for another birdie. As this looks like a pretty good approach shot. It'll land in there and we'll have a makeable birdie opportunity. It'll leave us 9 feet for a birdie. If you're inside of 10 feet, ideally you want to make every single putt inside of 10 feet, but it doesn't always happen that way. But this time we will have to see if we can get the birdie, and no, we don't. So it's looking like 4 birdies and 5 pars. Here, wait, no, that's only 4. We've only played 8. Don't listen to me. We still have one more hole on the front 9. I was a hole ahead of myself for some reason. But so far in our front 9, 4 birdies, 4 pars. We're 12 under. 7 shots ahead of the lead, who's now, or of second place, who is now 5 under. And I was gonna say, I thought the ninth hole was a par 5, so I was confused. No, probably just on hole number 8. So we got 307 left to the pin here on our second shot from the par 5 ninth. And you already know we're just going to try and get this thing in close. Looking to try and get a bounce, and hopefully it can roll all the way onto the green somehow. That would be pretty nice, seeing as the pin is located at the front of the green, but we're not going to have enough to get it there, obviously, so we're going to have to... I want to try and chip in for an eagle. I mean, it's at the front of the green. Oh, right by the edge of the hole. A great chip, but it doesn't go in for eagle. We were just offline. This is basically a tap-in birdie, though. And we will not get home, so 5 birdies and 4 pars on our front 9. We are 5 under on the day, 13 under on the tournament. And Lee Westwood is in second at 5 under. He's 8 shots back. As we begin our back 9 now, we will make the turn. With a par 3, and this shot is going to be okay. Could be better, could be worse. We're on the green, 18 feet for a 6th birdie potentially. And this is not what I would call a makeable birdie putt, honestly. I'm thinking this is what I would call a 2-putt for par and go home happy. But no, we're going to get it to sneak in. So a birdie putt I was not really thinking I was going to make, I do make. And so we begin the back 9 with a birdie. That's 2 straight. And we're now 14 under on the tournament. And we're going to try and follow that up with a nice showing here on the par 4 11th. We will hit that drive over 300 yards. It'll go about 308. Actually, this might be a par 5, but I think it's a 4. No, it is a par 5. What am I even talking about? It's the par 5 11th. I apparently can't remember hole yardages for whatever reason. But this one we definitely have a shot to get on in 2. And in fact, we might blow this one over the green in 2. We don't. It's on the green. It is under a green in regulation, but this is not going to be an easy eagle putt. 18 yards from the pin, and I'm not really thinking we have much of a chance. In fact, I could see a 3-putt and a par from here. So our goal is just to get it close and make sure we can at least go home with a birdie. And that's not a bad effort from there, actually. 8 feet left for a birdie. Yeah, we left it short, but we also didn't blow it way by the hole and leave ourselves a tougher putt coming back up. And so we will take advantage, knock home the birdie putt. We're 7 under on our round. That's 3 straight birdies here on holes 9, 10, and 11. We started the day with 3 straight birdies, and we're basically just rolling right along here in round number 2. Still do not have a bogey on the card, as this one's going to be short, and a rare mistake here off the tee for us in this tournament, as we're going to miss the green. Or not miss the green, miss the fairway here. So we'll see if we can rebound and if nothing else, make a par here. In fact, we're going to do a little bit better and we'll get that sucker on the green from there. So missing the tee off the fairway doesn't really hurt us. Although I'm going to say it just rolls off the green, and so it's not a green in regulation. And, this one's definitely a little too far to really consider putting. We'll just try and chip it short and get it to roll closer to the hole, just like that, and get us in real close for a nice par putt. And we will not call him the par putt, and so we remain bogey free here at Celtic Manor Resort. We are really having a nice tournament, a nice round, but especially a nice tournament. We're already 7 under, going on to a par 3 here. It's the 13th, I believe. And this is going to land pretty close to the hole, I guess. It's a makeable birdie putt. And it's not like right in there, but it's 12 feet out. So this is definitely a makeable birdie putt. We'll just have to see if we can convert. And nope, didn't play enough break. That's been a problem we've had sometimes. We have makeable birdie putts, but we just can't convert them because sometimes you struggle reading the greens. Apparently, because we are like to misjudge the break for whatever stupid reason. But Tiger and Westwood are both now 6 under. Still a 7-shot lead for us here. Wait, no, not 7-shot. Don't listen to me. That's an 8-shot lead. No, 9-shot. Yeah, the 9-shot lead. We're 15 under. They are 6 under. So, I mean, the leaderboard's not doing much to really push me right now, and so we just need to take advantage and continue trying to capitalize as much as we can on our nice play, because we know all it takes is one bad round in either the third or fourth round, and we can choke away this tournament. So we gotta get as many strokes, or shave off as many strokes here as we can, pick up as many birdies as we can here while we're playing well in these first 2 rounds. And that way we have a little bit of leeway if we struggle in round 3 or 4. And again, we are going to miss that birdie. And so we will not call the par putt. We still do not have a bogey on the card, which is always nice. We are through 14, 7 under on the round, 15 under for the tournament. And now we move on to the par 4, 15th. Again, we're going to have a blind second shot up toward the green. That's just the way this hole's been working. We're going to get that one well over, the trees and onto the green. Probably not going to make this putt, though, I don't think. Although we'll come back toward the hole just ever so slightly. A 21-foot birdie putt. And this break is not super easy to read, so I'm thinking this will probably be a par. And yeah, we just misplay the break. So we'll have to settle for basically a tap-in par. Which again, not too shabby. Nothing to complain about. We're continuing to avoid the bogeys here over the course of these first 2 rounds. Westwood does bogey 15, so he's back down to 5 under. Tiger's in solo second. He's 9 shots back at 6 under. And we're just continuing to find fairways with the exception of one at, 13 I think it was. Right here we got 176 yards to the pin after an over 300-yard drive. That one almost rolled off the fairway, and that would have been slightly disappointing, but as it is, we should be in pretty good shape. We're taking some off of this shot because we know we have the wind and a downhill slope, and that's going to set us up for a makeable birdie, I think. We've got 15 feet for a birdie. We'll just have to see if we can actually make it this time. It's not an extremely difficult birdie putt. We just have to make the putt. We have to convert, and we will, as that'll find the center of the cup. It's our 8th birdie on the day. We're 8 under so far, 16 under on the tournament after shooting 8 under in round 1. And we got 2 holes left. This is the par 3 17th. We'll see if we can get another birdie and get to maybe 9 under on the day. That would be pretty nice. And this shot is going to leave us a little difficult birdie putt. We didn't get as much on it as we wanted. We're 24 feet away from a birdie. And so I'm going to be honest with you, that was not exactly the outcome I wanted, but it's okay. At the very least, get this close for a par, and that's just what we're going to do, I think. I think we can knock this in for a par, even though it rolls a little bit by the hole. But it's certainly not a gimme. It's a little bit of a testy par putt, but we're going to make it, and so we remain bogey-free. We are still 16 under on the tournament. This is our 2nd consecutive 8 under round if we hold out and par 18. If we birdie 18, obviously it'll be, a 9 under round. But this one we're going to have to lay up because if we try and go for it, I'm sure we'll end up in the water. 314 to the pin. And so we should just lay up. It's not worth trying to go for it and ending up in the water. You don't want to make any unforced errors here. So we are going to lay up. And that's awfully close to the water. Hold up, hold up. So we do lay up, and it still almost rolls into the water. We tried to be smart and lay up, and we still almost got burned. And so, in the end, we still end up okay. That was just a little bit too close for comfort. We'll chip it in pretty close, and we have a makeable birdie putt here. We'll just have to see if we can convert. And we will. So on our 18th hole, we get our 9th birdie. We have birdied half of our holes. We parred the other half. And just an incredible first 2 rounds of golf. One round after shooting 8 under to begin the tournament, we shoot 9 under here today. Rounds of 63 and 62, and we have an 11-shot lead over second at the moment, and that is a final. So we have an 11-shot lead heading into the weekend as we scroll down the leaderboard here for a little bit just to sort of see if we can see any big names further on down the leaderboard. And it says the cut is 5 over. So anyone 5 over or better is going to survive to the weekend, although they're probably not going to contend here unless we really implode. So let's look for some big names who maybe missed the cut. There's Billy Horschel. He didn't make the cut. He won't be around for the weekend. But other than that, there's not a ton of big names missing the cut. And so that'll do it for me. We follow up our round of 63 and 8 under round with a 9 under round of 62 here on the second round at Celtic Manor Resort. That'll do it for me, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody.